There is a time and then there is a place to talk to ghosts. The spirits that haven't crossed over, those are ghosts. Spirits are people on the other side that have crossed over. And when I say ghosts, I'm talking about earthbound spirits, the ones that chose not to cross over or who are stuck for many different reasons. But there's a time and place for that. Let me explain. My name is Paul Casino. I am a certified medium. I'm a professional medium. I've done readings for people from all over the world on phone and Zoom readings. I have taught mediumship classes for over 5 years. I've done free radio readings for over 7 years at Hot 1019 here in Billings, Montana. I've done readings at the Babcock Theater in front of 800 people in a live audience. I've done quite a bit. And this also runs through my family. So, I've done readings for over 10 years. So I've done quite a bit of readings. Let me explain something. When you are communicating, whether it be a Ouija board or a spirit box, or even if it's a seance, whatever that is, there's a time and place for it. You have to be cautious and know what you're doing. You should always have somebody professional, like a medium, around just in case. But I was always told by my spirit guides to be careful, never to talk to these spirits unless I needed to. And the only time I should be connecting with an earthbound spirit is to help them cross over. Because we don't know what these spirits that we don't see around us or their intentions are. We're stuck on this earth, and so are they, and they can still lie. Ghosts can lie. Spirits that cross over they come through and they cannot lie. They always come through to tell the truth. Ghosts who are earthbound that haven't crossed over, they still lie. That's why I don't trust those ghost boxes when they're saying that it's Robin Williams or some Marilyn Monroe coming through. I don't believe any of that stuff because I know that's not, those boxes can't reach up there. It doesn't work that way. It works like down here towards the earth. And when you're communicating or talking to these entities, and these entities will tell you what you need to hear, and before you know it, you can get attachments, you can have poltergeist activity. These things can follow you around. You don't know what these intentions are. So, people always want to do ghost hunting. People want to go into these places that are haunted. For me, as a medium, I used to like doing that, but now no more because I'm always open and I know what these things are about. I try to avoid places like that unless I'm in there to help them cross over. And if I am going to go into a haunted place, I try not to communicate with those spirits. I'll communicate with my spirit guide to find out, what the history is or what any spirits here, what their intentions are, and then I'll communicate to the people. But I don't try not to directly communicate to them. I've connected only to them is when I know that they need to cross over into light, and I do my prayers. I need to do what I got to do, and ask God for the white light to be put down, and the energy will shift, and that's how I know they crossed over. But if a spirit says I don't want to cross over, I respect that and I move on. I'm not going to force any spirit that has free will like we do, things that they can't or don't want to do. But I'm just trying to throw it out there to be more cautious when you're speaking with these ghosts because of these earthbound spirits, because their intentions are not like the spirits who are crossed over. And the people up there that's crossed over, their intentions basically are just to help us so that we can move on in our path. Their intentions are to ask us, if they've done something bad to us, they're going to come to us and say, hey, I need you to forgive me. You need to forgive yourself. These spirits down here, they're going to say, hey, I'm so-and-so, and I'm this and I'm that, and sometimes you might even think you're talking to a relative when you're not. I'm just going to say, be cautious when you're communicating with earthbound spirits and ghosts, because it's not always what it is like it seems to be. I've had many people come to me and ask what's going on in their life. Why is your house haunted? And sometimes a spirit guide will say, hey, it's because they invited something in that they shouldn't have. And I go, what were you doing? Well, I was playing the Ouija board, or I was doing a seance. I was at this haunted hospital. Well, there you go. By being there, you're inviting things around you without protecting. You don't know what you're doing. Some people will dabble in things they don't know what they're dabbling in, which means playing with spiritual things. You shouldn't know what you're doing. And yeah, you're going to have things attached to you. Some people get possessed. It does happen. And you got some people that have bad luck, and these things kind of put curses on people. It's what it's like. So be careful. Especially around the holidays of Halloween and things like that. Just don't try to dabble. Don't play with that stuff too much. Again, you don't know what their intentions are. I hope that helps.